Long time no see. This is James, also known as 11 Colors, and in case you didn't notice, I've lost about 13 kilograms since the last time I made a video. It's been a few months, and I'm still alive. And I didn't have much of a reason to make a video until today when I got a box and a bag. A little tiny bag. This little tiny bag is addressed to me from the States, thanks to an order I placed on Rakuten of all places. You can actually order stuff off of Rakuten and they'll ship it from the States. So I'm going to open this with a pair of scissors and take out vitamins. Maca, which is supposedly good for energy, and super odorless garlic, which is also good for energy. You take this stuff, I need less coffee. Or I take this stuff, I need less coffee. And it's more effective than coffee. And this is a little note from the, it's a receipt from the store in the States. So I placed this order on Rakuten, made all the payments in yen, and they shipped it from the US. But with the yen as expensive as it is nowadays, it'd probably be cheaper for me to order direct from Amazon.com. In the US, next, we have this box. This slightly bigger box. And this is actually, hopefully, a replacement for another box that I bought about 2 years ago. A box which is sitting behind my television, which you probably couldn't see even if I did turn the camera around, and I'm snipping this open with a pair of scissors. Yes, it is what I ordered. They sent the right thing. That was really the only thing I was worried about, but they might send the wrong thing. Oh, they sent the right thing! They sent this guy here. Where's the front part? This guy. It is. And did they get the size right? Yes, they did. It's an 8 terabyte RAID 5 array, which means that it's got these 4 disk drives in it with a total size of 8 terabytes, and it has this function called RAID 5. And what that means is it scrambles up the data and spreads it across those 4 drives, so if any one of those 4 drives dies, then I still have my data. And I can replace the broken drive without losing any of my data. RAID 6 is when you can lose 2 drives, but RAID 5 is when you can lose 1 drive out of those 4, or 5, or 10, or however many you have, but 4 is the usual number you get in a box. And the connection, USB 3.0, the latest and fastest interface for connecting stuff to a computer. A couple years ago, I got a 4 terabyte RAID 5 array that has not USB 2.0 or FireWire or anything like that. It has gigabit Ethernet, which is supposedly very fast. And it's okay for playing files and storing large files, but it's terrible for editing video. And something else I found out, actually, with iTunes, if you're trying to back up your iPad or sync between an iPad and your computer, connecting over USB, if your iTunes directory is on a networked hard drive, then you will run into errors while trying to back up your iPad. And I have this old little USB 2.0 drive, this old little USB 2.0 RAID 1 drive. RAID 1 is when you have 2 hard drives that are copies of each other, so if either one dies, then you still have all your data, which is not very efficient, but it's cheap nowadays. Anyways, didn't work okay when I had it on the gigabit networked hard drive, but it worked fine when I had it on the USB 2.0 drive. And that gigabit RAID 5 box, the 4 terabyte box I bought 2 years ago, I originally bought it to store all of my video data, and that didn't work out so well. It turned out to be hell for editing video, because when you're moving a large file all at once, it's pretty fast. But when you're trying to edit a file, when you're trying to read little bits of it all at once, you need a quick response, and Gigabit Ethernet does not give you that. It doesn't give you a fast response for reading small amounts of data, whereas USB 2.0, older that it might be, actually gives you a better response for editing video than does Gigabit Ethernet. And this is USB 3.0, which is faster than USB 2.0. And I'm hoping I'll be able to edit video over this, because when you're using a camera like this one, you end up with too much video data to keep inside a computer. And even if you try to do that, it would be way too risky because the computer could die and you'd lose all your data. So that's why I keep everything on external drives, so if the computer dies, then I still have all my data. Alright, I'm keeping this under 10 minutes, and hopefully this will work out and lead to more videos. This has been 11 Colors, and thank you for watching.